Peace, HHDG. We are on another episode of HHDG Media, the podcast. And shout out to everyone tuning in right now through our YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook group, HHDG Hip Hop Discussion Group. Sorry about that. And as always, you can check out the latest music that we put up on our website, as you can see on the bottom banner, hhdgmedia.com, as well as our merch and upcoming events. Big shout out to always our company, which is comprised of Rock Vader KB, Skelly Top, the Mayor, congratulations, the Mayor, T Smith, and myself, Wiki. For tonight, we have some talent coming out of Baltimore. These talented brothers hitting production consistently recently, and still a little fairly new to me with Holy Smokes production, but joint after joint. Got the banger that he did with Sean Lynx recently, Mad Max. Definitely go check that out. And Sean Lynx is another person, finally getting his due coming out of Charlotte. Definitely respect to that brother right there. Who else has Holy Smokes worked with? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now, and I just had it out before. The recent project that we're about to talk about, MCF, Mask Covered Faces, is another one with two talented MCs who also produce, and that is Raw Leaf and G-MILZ. All this talent coming out of Baltimore. Amazing. And I know that there's more to tap into with them. And as I was speaking in the past, before we got on live, I was familiar with previous projects, which we'll talk about a little bit. But mainly for tonight, we're going to talk about the new project, MCF. MC Raw Leaf, the lyrics shows he's a student of hip hop. He's a fan of hip hop. He continues to push to make this fun. Let him know about where he came from. Show that grind. Show the lyricism. And Holy Smokes, he's doing the same. I mean, there's some samples in there, caught me off guard that, brought me back to my childhood. I was like, oh, I know where this came from. So, we definitely going to get into it. I'm going to do a lot less talking. From here, I'd like to introduce Raw Leaf. Peace.
Peace. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely.
It's an awesome intro, bro.
Thank you. And also, Holy Smokes.
Salute.
How you doing?
Appreciate you having me, brother.
Absolutely. Cool. Now, before we talk about the album, Holy Smokes, first I have to ask you, what is the proper way of writing your name? I've seen it with the exclamation in there. I've seen it without the X's before.
Right. Either way, like I originally started with the HX exclamation and $ MXKES. But people, they take it, I guess is hard to type out or whatever. So it's just, X out the O's. I say just as long as you X out the O's, we good.
All right. All good. Now, with that type of name, as a producer, you fit it with what you bring to hip hop.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely. Where did the name come from? And did you have a name that you used before that?
Oh man. Well, when I first started out, I had a partner. It was me and my partner. We used to make beats together. We were a team, and it was like kind of a production label. It was called Beats Beast Productions. And from there, people just started calling myself, the Beats Beast. And I kind of ran with that for a while. But and then I don't know, Holy Smokes just popped in my head. It just kind of came to me one day. And I said it fit. And yeah, I kind of ran with that ever since.
So good. There you go.
Yeah.
Same thing with you, Raw Leaf.
When I first came up, my first rap name was Guillotine.
Nice.
Gilotine.
Nice.
Lyrically sharp, cutting them heads.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. But the reason why I changed it, because I thought Guillotine wasn't marketable enough, even though it was an MC that used to be with Mystical called Guillotine. But
yeah,
the way that Raw Leaf came about, it was this beat that I made on Fruity Loops a while ago. I mean, a long time ago, not a while ago, a long time ago. And my homeboy was all like, yo, that should be your name. And I was all like, I'm running with it. So I do. When he said that, I was all like, yeah, I'm just going to run with this. And it's been like that ever since, like 2003. So, yeah. Here we are.
right.
Yeah.
Speaking of here we are, everyone has their come up, and I feel that this project, MCF, right now, is really getting the three of you known, because there's another member who's not here with us right now, G-MILZ. Shout out to him right now. I know he wanted to be here, but he didn't get a chance to.
Salute to General.
Salute to my G.
Right.
So before we got on, I was talking to Raw Leaf about one of his earlier projects that I was familiar with,
Right.
Villains.
Yes, sir. Fire project.
Good looking, fellas.
Yes, sir. You already know. That's a sharp joint right there. Yeah, that's
Thank you, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Now you were saying that you did all the production on that?
Yeah, I did every track on that, man. I wrote it. I wrote it like I was supposed to be working. Like I wrote it at work. I was doing like a little a switchboard job where we could keep transferring calls. I was between each call, I was just jotting shit down, kept practicing, and yeah, when I finally hit that booth, man, it was over, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. It probably took me like 6 months to write that shit all together. Yeah, man. I felt very inspired after taking a few years off. At that time in 2016. Yeah, man. So yeah. But I definitely had something to prove. That's why I came up with that. And the name Villains is actually it's an acronym itself, which is damn, hold on, I can't think of it right now.
I was about to ask you what's the acronym.
I can't think of it right now. Hold on. Damn, man, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Bear with me one moment, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Vocabulary's ill. Damn. Hold on, bro. I done forgot, bro. I know his vocabulary is ill.
Right.
Vocabulary's ill. Animal instincts, niggas serving. That's what it was.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you wanted to edit that part. That took too long to get that out.
It's all good.
Word.
Now, coming up in hip hop, acronyms was quite common, and how creative you are with your acronyms is what really made people remember you, whether it be your name or the name of your album.
Right.
So you definitely carrying that tradition on.
Yes, sir. Right.
When it comes to MCing, who was a really big influence?
For me, well, the top two that's always on my list is Nas and Jay-Z. That goes without saying. Biggie, of course. My favorite MCs, I forgot to mention is Sean Price and Prodigy. And they're not because they passed away or whatever. These dudes was really sharp, man.
Crazy.
Really witty with their words, and the way that the way that Prodigy landed his rhyme scheme, that shit was so ill, bro. And the same thing with Sean Price, they one of the best, bro.
Yeah,
it was one of the best, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, that's definitely my influences. Also, Rock Moss, of course.
There you go.
Favorite like that.
Have you seen them perform?
Just on screen. I haven't seen them in person.
Yeah,
But
definitely. He gives that same energy that you hear in the songs.
Right.
That's what's up. I can't wait. He ain't come to Baltimore yet, though.
Not yet. I'm waiting.
He go everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw him last year when he did the show Alchemist.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. They was performing all those elephant bone joints.
Yep.
Yeah. Fire.
Yes,
And speaking of inspiration, EPMD, you saw them live.
Ooh, I haven't seen EPMD live yet.
Me either.
No, that wasn't you?
Nah, I wish I would have seen them live.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Rakim live.
Yeah, me too.
I saw Rakim live.
Sure.
And I saw Griselda live. I saw Wu-Tang live.
Nice.
They did ODB wasn't there, minus ODB, but everybody else but ODB was there. But yeah, I saw the Clan perform. But yeah, not EPMD though. That would have been ill. That would have been super love to see them perform.
Facts. Facts.
Okay.
I know I mentioned them in a rhyme on the album, but I would love to see them on a show for sure.
And I know they still killing shows, man.
Yeah.
I know they still killing it.
Yeah. Being that you brought up the Clan, I was telling Raw Leaf, me and G-MILZ grew up on Staten Island. That's how we originally knew each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my bro right there. Good dude.
And that's for those that are tuning in, Holy Smokes and G-MILZ did the Rufus Buck project.
Yes, sir.
Fire.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, man. That was a pleasure. I love doing that project, man. I had fun doing that one. And G-MILZ just when super skilled MC, like top tier MC, like his pen is crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was super easy to do, and he came with the concept, and I was just trying to match the energy of the topics that he was coming with. I tried to match the energy and the music, so just to give him the backdrop to do his thing. But yeah,
did that.
I'm glad it came out how it came out, and I'm glad the people received it. You know how they received it. So yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah, that was
So,
dope. And then y'all went
I love-
and dropped the deluxe version.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, we dropped the EP at first, and then
Yeah.
people just kept asking, like, "Is it more? We need more of that." So he was like, "Yeah, we got to go back in," and we went in and did like 4 or 5 more joints, and
Yeah.
put the whole deluxe edition out, and yeah, people received it well. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
you know,
Shout out to Key Turner. She is a beast.
woo,
She killed
she's a
on Lamentations.
what, what? Yes, and we needed that female perspective on the album, and she really, man, she killed it. She killed
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah, shout out to her, man.
Yeah. So being that you just said you tried to match that energy when it comes to working with Raw Leaf and G-MILZ,
Yes, sir.
you had the same approach?
Same approach, very same approach. Again, you talking about the pins are crazy, Leaf coming with schemes is, like when I sent George the Animal over and they sent back the idea of how they wanted to come with it, and then they went in the booth and spit the storyline out. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Ooh.
So it definitely makes sense. And our sounds just blend well together. So it made for a good cohesive project.
Yeah, the chemistry is like instant, man.
Yeah,
Instant. Like,
facts.
when I first heard his beats, I was all like, "We recording to this right now."
Word.
Yeah, man. Shout out the kid. Rest in peace.
Shout out the kid, man. He's the dude who he kind of put us together for real, for real. Like, he was playing some of their music for me. This is before we even met each other. Like, he was playing their music for me, and I'm like, who is that? Like, yeah, you got to bring them through to the crib. We gotta lay something. And I guess he was playing some of their stuff for me, from me. And when they linked up with me and we are all in the room together, yeah, it just was magic, man. It just made sense. Yeah, they were spitting, and when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this needs to be recorded. Like, this needs to be out. So yeah, it was a blessing for him to even put us together, man. Shout out the kid.
Much respect.
Right before he passed, he told us, he's like, y'all need to do an album together.
Facts. Right before he passed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, he already heard it before we even heard it. Like, he already knew how it sounded before we even knew. So he just had to put us in the room together. And once he put us in the room together, the rest is history, as they say. So here we are.
That's dope. So
rest in peace, kid, man.
Yeah, man. There's only a select few people that have that mindset to know other people's talents,
right,
and to put them together like that.
Facts. And kid was one of them ones, man. Yeah, he had the ear. He was like a natural A&R for real. Like, he was he was the glue guy. He brought everybody together. And yeah, he'll have 10 people, 10 MCs and 5 producers in a room together, all just networking together. And he was the glue guy. He was the one piece that everybody in the room knew. And so he was one of them ones, man, definitely. So shout out to him, man. We missed that guy.
Yes, indeed.
Man, I'm sure y'all got a few other stories of him.
Oh yeah, well, stories for days, kid. Man. Yeah. Like I said, he was one of them. He was one of them hip hop to the bone guys, man. So yeah, no question.
With Jamil Honesty, Raw Leaf said, they've known each other for quite some time.
Right.
So how did you, Holy Smokes, end up, creating that?
Actually, it was through them, actually. Because me and them we had started kind of working on music. We were picking out beats and kind of recording. And I sent them this beat called Enoch that actually ended up on the MCF album. I sent them the Enoch beat. And when they sent it back, it had G-MILZ on it. And I hadn't, I didn't know G-MILZ at that point. So I'm like, who is this guy? He's spitting crazy. Like, yeah. And then G-MILZ kind of started coming to my IG page and kind of hitting and commenting on the beats and whatnot. And finally, he reached out and was like, yo, we need to lock in. And I was like, yeah, I heard what you did on that Enoch beat. You damn right, we need to lock in. And he immediately, he was like, yeah, I got a concept. It was COVID was going on. We were kind of on lockdown, protests, the Freddie Gray protest. Like there was a lot of things going on, a lot of protests, riots were going on, real, political time. And he was like, yeah, I got a lot to say. I got something I need to get off my chest. And he was like, I think you got the backdrop for what I need. And I started sending them joints. And he was sending them back. He was knocking them out the park. Like when I say he had something to say, I'm like, okay, this guy, he had something on his chest. So, he was just spitting crazy. And I just kept sending them joints like for a minute. And I had like kind of took a pause and I started back working on the MCF album. And he was like, no, you got to send me more. Like, we need to do a deluxe. I'm like, okay. So, I'm kind of back. I'm going back and forth between the two albums kind of at the time. But it kind of worked out because, I got to network and I got to meet different people like Craig Dyer. And I got to link up with different, I met Sean Links at the time because him and G-MILZ were working on the Bolo Young project at the time. Right. So everything kind of synced up at the same time. The timing was kind of perfect, actually. So it kind of worked out. And it was a blessing that we got to actually take the time to curate our album. We didn't want to rush the project. We didn't just want to put anything out. So the fact that we took our time with it, really sequenced it out, got to pattern it out, pick the right interludes, the right beats to go in the right spots. That meant a lot. And it came out. I'm proud of the work. And I'm proud of the way it came out. So I'm happy with it.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Great piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Amazing. And it seemed like around that time, G-MILZ was being featured on almost everything.
Yeah, he was on fire at that time.
I was talking before, the Crazy Mills project. He was on that came out last year.
Right.
And then just last month, he was on Crazy Fingers, the February.
Yeah, the February. And they got, I think they got something in the works. So he's been working, man. G-MILZ is working. So man. G-MILZ working, man. He stayed where I'd say he's the hardest working man in show business, man. I'm telling you, bro, stay working.
That's amazing. Now, is it through G-MILZ that you ended up working with Substance 810?
Kind of, sort of. I believe Substance had reached out to G-MILZ and asked him, I guess, inquired about me, I guess. But he just kind of reached out on his own, really. Like, I'm just assuming he kind of spoke to G-MILZ. But, he kind of reached out to me. I posted a beat, and, he just kind of hit me in the DM, like, yo, what's up with that beat? I need that. And I said, I'll say less, man. I sent that joint over, and that joint ended up getting Shade 4-5. Like Primo ended up spending that joint. Yep. So that was a blessing. Yeah, that nostalgia joint. Yeah, that it came out tough. So,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were asking for that beat too. Like he wasn't the only one, but I ended up giving it to him, and I'm glad I gave it to him, and it fit. And it ended up it placed how it placed. So, yeah, that was a blessing too.
And for those that are tuning in, that nostalgia track is a bonus track on the reissue of The
Yes,
Definition of. So you won't find that
thanks.
on the original.
Not at all. Yeah, that's the bonus.
And
Yes, sir.
shout out to Noah the Flood.
Ooh, yes, indeed. He's another spitter, man. Yes, sir. He another one. Gets busy.
Yep. He just recently dropped another project.
He did. He did.
Um Harbingers of Death Part 2 with El
Yeah.
Mariacho.
Yep. Yep.
Mm,
Definitely tap into that.
yeah. Mm. So once the three of y'all got locked in for MCF and y'all started, making the music, you got the production, you got the MCing going on.
Yes, sir.
What was next?
Um. Well, I guess next was the cover art. We had to really get our cover art and promotion down. So yeah, I reached out to I was just kind of looking around. I reached out to a couple different cover artists. Some some we didn't really like how they turned out, but I reached out to Craig Dyer. I saw
Mm-hmm.
his work. He's been on fire lately, man.
Yes.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he does amazing work, amazing acrylic pieces. So I reached out to him, and I sent him some of the music that we had been working on, and I kind of told him, the concept of what we were trying to do, and yeah, he hit me with the mask idea, and I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. Just let's go, run with it. And he sent me the artwork back. I was blown away, man, mind blown. So yeah, shout out to Craig Dyer, man. He's
Shout out to
an
him, man.
incredible artist, man. And yeah,
Yes,
be on the
indeed.
lookout for him too. He's on fire, man. Yeah, you're probably gonna see more of him in the future.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
And then yeah, after that was promotion. So we
Yeah.
linked up with Jerry. I got Jerry, and he's been putting us in the mix, man. Got us here. He landed us
Yeah,
here. So yeah,
definitely.
shout out to Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry, man.
Absolutely. So yeah, it was cover art promotion, just yeah, we had a solid project, and we all knew it was, we felt it was a solid project, and but we really wanted to have the proper promotion. So yeah, we had to reach out to Jerry. And yeah, now we really just pushing it. I think we down to single digit copies left. And
Yep.
yeah, we about sold out on the physical. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think last time I checked, it was maybe down to 9 or 6 from what
Yeah,
I saw.
yep. So
Yep.
so yeah, it ended up being a successful drop, in my opinion. So
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Yeah.
yeah,
And you released it through the Switzerland company. Was it
yeah,
Razor Weight?
Razor
Waves Records. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just shopping again, just like I said, just shopping for we wanted it to have a proper release. So I was just kind of shopping for distribution, man. And yeah, I reached out to him. Kind of linked him through the Sean Links project. Once I did the Mad Max project, he was like, yeah, I know you from doing, he actually did the mix on the Mad Max. So I started, yeah, I reached out to him. I'm like, what's your price on mixing our album? And he was like, matter of fact, I got one better. How about I, distribute the album for you? I'm gonna mix it and distribute it. And, we worked out some terms, and everything worked out smooth, man, for all parties involved.
Everything. You're a very fair dude, man. So
Yeah, man, absolutely. 100%, man. So it was good business. It's just all been good business. It's been a good experience all the way around, for real, for real.
All the way around. Yep.
And who chose the song titles?
Actually, most of the song titles are really just what I named the beats. And they kind of actually wrote around the titles of what I named the beats, which is kind of crazy. Which is even, it's actually, when you think about it, it's even more crazier because the way I title my beats, I just kind of name them after whatever I'm doing at the time. Like Enoch, I was reading the book of Enoch at the time. Gladiator School, I was watching some Greek gladiator fighting stuff. It's just I named the beats after whatever I'm kind of doing in between making the beat. So it's interesting that they actually crafted their rhymes and schemes around the title of what I named it.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. We just stuck to the script, man. Feel me?
So like when I send them the beats, I'm expecting them to just write whatever comes to your mind, however the beat, makes you feel, just write to that. I didn't expect them to actually stick to the title of the beat, but they did. And man, that's again how sharp their pen is. Again, it's kind of crazy. So man.
So the next aspect is the sequencing of the songs for the project.
Yeah, that was all three of us, man. All three of us kind of put our bid in on that one. We went through maybe 4 or 5 different sequences before we landed on the one that we did.
Right.
And then we were kind of like crafting the project at the same time while we're sequencing it. So like we're recording and I'm doing new interludes and things, and we're kind of throwing that in while we're making the album. So the sequencing and the making of the album kind of happened simultaneously, actually.
Facts.
So with these tracks, Alien is one that sticks out because of the way that the sounds, for number one, and then when you listen to Raw Leaf and G-MILZ on it, like you said, they went around it, and as you saying it, and I'm thinking about it, that's exactly how it came to be.
That might have been the only one that wasn't called Alien.
I can't remember I can't remember what the original. Right, that was it was like a shape or something, dodecahedron or something crazy that I named it some type of
It sounded like an alien name to me. So
and then they started right, exactly. So there you go, the story of aliens, right there.
Yeah, man. Yo, I googled that shit and like, I like that shit.
It's just I name it after whatever I'm reading about or doing at the time, man. But
aliens,
but aliens, man. I love that's one of my favorite joints on the album, for real. I want to say Cathedral and Aliens are probably my top 2 joints on there. Like, they really came with it on those. So those are definitely in my top 2 for the project, for real.
One of my other favorites is Walking Art Pieces.
Leaf. Talk to him. That's my guy. Man. That's all his concept right there. He kind of held that one from me. He was like, "Yo, wait till you hear the hook on it. Wait till you hear this one." Like, all right, bet. That's what's up. And he went in the booth, and I didn't hear that one until he spit it in the booth.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That shit hit me instantly. I don't even remember I don't think that one was called Walking Art Pieces either.
No, you took that one and ran with it. Yeah, I can't remember what that one was called. But you just took the baton and ran with that one. So that was all Leaf right there. I just sent the beat over.
Man, that shit was fun. That shit was fun to write to.
Because
it was fun to write to, bro.
Even not just the title, but the structure of what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. Like, all I was thinking was like, I said, yo, I got to float over this joint, man. Because it was just like those horns. As soon as you hear those horns, I'm just like,
Word.
And I was thinking about like not like 50 Cent, but the hook style, the hook style. I was thinking about 50 Cent.
Interesting.
So that's why I harmonized like that on that joint, like that. But
we'll go back. That make me want to go back and listen to it now. Word.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah. When I heard that joint, I was just thinking about the Sistine Chapel. That's why I said painting on the ceilings like the Sistine. Like yeah, there's some art shit right here.
Right.
And I was thinking about Andy Warhol and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I was like, at that time, I was me and my girl was out in Waldorf, Maryland and shit. So that's why I said, yeah, a walking art piece, Andy Warhol and Waldorf. So, you know what I mean? That's like near DC and shit. So,
right.
You know what I mean? So that's where that shit came from. So yeah. I just wanted to float over that joint. You know what I mean?
Float on, brother. Yeah, you definitely did that.
Yeah.
Raw Leaf, I see you're a sneakerhead in that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've just been collecting for a while now, man. It's like, I want to say, maybe like 2012-ish. That's when I really started collecting. Like before that, I used to just fuck my shoes up and just throw them away. But I was all like, yo, I gotta start taking care of these joints, man. So I probably got over like 150 or something right now.
Yeah.
Like you just looking at this little backdrop here, I got more.
Crazy.
Really in its session, man. Yep. Smoke's a sneakerhead too. Smoke got all the
I know how I feel, brother. I got a similar setup, so yes, it definitely is an addiction. Facts. Big facts.
So this question goes for both of you. Which is one of your favorite sneakers that you have and was one of the hardest to get?
Wait. One of the hardest to get was probably oh no, man. My World Hikers and my 40 Belows were kind of tough to get. My some of my Timbs were kind of tough. But most of my sneakers I don't really have trouble getting them, man. I'm kind of tapped in. I'm like when it drop, I'm one of them ones. Yeah, I'm on it, man. If I need that sneaker, I'm there. So yeah, man. But my I don't know, man. My Bordeaux's were kind of tough to get. I scuffed them and had to get another pair. Yeah, they tough. They kind of tough to find.
Right.
But man, yeah. I got a few that I cherish. I'll say, you know. Yeah. I got a nice little gin collection that I cherish. So yeah, try to keep it clean.
I'm not gonna say they were tough to get, but it took a while to get them. Is one of my favorites, the Cool Grays, the Cool Gray 11s.
11s, yeah.
It wasn't hard to get. It just was a long line when we went. And like it was the time when niggas was getting robbed. Niggas getting robbed left and right for shoes. But we was up in where the hell we was at? Forgot where we was at, yo. I forgot where Mar was at. But yeah, we went to
Yeah,
get
don't
him
say
as soon as he
Mondam.
got. No, not Mondama. It was Mondama.
Say, don't say Mondam.
It wasn't Mondama. It was what the fuck, yo? I forgot the name of the damn thing, bro. I ain't been there
But
in
yeah,
so
either way,
long.
you gotta keep your head on the swivel, man. You walk out the shoe
Exactly.
store in Baltimore, man.
Yep.
Really?
So we
Yes,
got
sir.
those joints. We got those joints, and we was out, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because everybody was aiming, trying to get those joints. Everybody, that line was too crazy.
I
So
believe.
yeah, but yeah, I didn't fuck my first pair up, but I got a new pair, so I'm happy with that. So,
Right.
yeah, the Cool Ray 11 like my favorite for real.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen, people snatching off sneakers in a minute.
It's still going down, man. It's still
Right.
going down.
Yep. Definitely gotta just keep your eyes open, man.
Indeed, man.
For sure.
That goes hand in hand with life, in general.
Big facts.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Yes, sir.
Holy smokes, you use the machine for your production.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been using that?
Man. Since maybe 2011, 12-ish, maybe. I started out on Fruity Loops though. I'm a Fruity Loops baby for real. That's what I started out on.
Me too.
And I was actually making the beat with Fruity Loops, but I would use Cakewalk to sample with.
Okay.
I would chop my samples in Cakewalk and then I'd throw them in Fruity Loops and then construct the beat in Fruity Loops.
Mhm.
That's how I used to make my beats. And then when Machine came out, I kind of did my homework. I started seeing like Ninth Wonder, Crisis would do like little videos of them using the machine all the time. I would see how they would chop their samples in Machine, just the workflow of them coming from, because they use Fruity Loops too. You know what I mean? So from them going from Fruity Loops to hardware, it seemed pretty easy, like a seamless, like the learning curve was kind of pretty easy. So I was like, yeah, let me take a shot at it. And I went out, caught one, and yeah, the learning curve is a seamless flow in between your laptop and your fingers. So yeah, it just, I instantly kind of picked up on it. It didn't take me long at all to pick up on the machine. Once I figured out how to throw samples in here and chop them up, yeah, it was a wrap after that.
Yeah, I remember Fruity Loops, and the first person, like you mentioned, was Ninth Wonder, because during the Justice League days,
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's when I first found out about that.
Hell yeah.
That's when I was still trying to figure it out. Like I had my Fruity Loops, my Cakewalk. I'm just in my mother's basement trying to figure it out at that time. But I'm watching them on the screen. I'm watching them make beats and kind of doing my homework and figuring things out. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that too. Let me go grab one. And yeah, I picked up on it pretty quick, man. So yeah, been using it ever since. I haven't switched over to MP. I have tried MPC, but I didn't really like the workflow of it. It was kind of clunky to me. So yeah, that's when I went out and bought a machine. And yeah, I've been in the machine ever since, man.
Okay. Is that a Raw Leaf? Is that what G-MILZ uses, the MPC?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know which one, but yeah, that's what it uses. And to piggyback off the machine, I've seen, I've never used it, but I've also seen No ID use it. That was like one of the beats he was making for the Blueprint 3 when
right,
with the Deaf Auto Tune. So when I seen that shit, I was like, that shit looks so easy to use. I said, yeah, if I was a producer, I would probably go with that. For real. But yeah. But the MPC is dope too. Yeah.
The MPC has the sound, like the sound is a difference in sound. Like the workflow of the machine is better to me, but it's nothing like that MPC sound, man. Like when the beats come out of that MPC, they come out vinyl ready, man. They just ready for rappers instantly out of the box. Like you don't gotta tweak them. You don't really gotta mix them down a whole lot. It just something like that analog sound. It sounds right, man. It's something about it. And I actually have to tweak my drums to get them to kind of sound naturally like the MPC sounds, just straight out the box. So the MPC is, they use it for a reason. Like all the greats have been using it is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just the workflow for me. Yeah, me coming from the Fruity Loops era to now, like it just made sense for me to get a machine, and I'm actually glad I did.
Nice. What's one of your favorite genres of music to sample?
Probably I've been getting into a lot of rock, like prog rock, Russian rock, kraut rock, synth rock, like a lot of rock records lately. Of course I started out sampling soul records like everybody else, like I went through my chipmunk, chipmunk soul era, you know what I mean, where you speed the sample up to the chipmunks. I went through all of them eras. I still sample the soul records. I like sampling gospel records now. That's a favorite genre of mine lately. Those are probably my two favorite go-tos as of late.
Okay. Now, outside of music, what's one of your favorite things to sample?
Outside of music?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, before I started making beats, I was a visual artist. I used to paint and draw. Like I used to go to school for that. So that was kind of my path before I got bitten by the hip hop bug. So, but like on my downtime, I try to, I draw, I take a little time out and do little drawings here and there. I want to get back into painting. Like when COVID hit and we were kind of just on lockdown, I was painting a lot. I was doing a lot of oil paintings and stuff like that because I had the time. But now that I'm back, everybody's back to the grind, I don't really have time like that. But that's one of my passions outside of music, like just visual art, drawing, painting, stuff like that. I wanted to be a comic book artist or a graphic novel type comic artist at, when I was young. But that was before 36 Chambers came out. Once 36 Chambers came out, it was a rap after that. I'm like, no, I got to make these beats. What are they doing? What is RZA doing over here? I had to figure it out, man. After that, I put my paintbrushes down.
Man. So with the painting, are you the type that what comes to mind is what you paint, or something visually?
No, I'm like a Bob Ross type of guy, man. I like like the landscapes and beautiful like mountains and sunsets and trees and shit, man. Yeah, I'm one of them Bob Ross dudes, man. So I'm a landscape type guy, man. Yeah, I like landscapes. I want to get into I want to get into portraits like Craig Dyer. Like he does the portrait style acrylic. Like I want to get into that actually a little more. But I'm just naturally I like the landscapes.
All right, that's dope. So who's one of your favorite comic book characters?
Favorite comic book characters. Honestly, probably Batman. Probably, if I had to pick one, like the Dark Knight series, like the graphic novels. For me, those are kind of what got me hooked for real.
Okay.
into the graphic novel world.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably Batman, and then yeah, like when I specifically the Dark Knight series, like Batman.
For me,
And that's not even Marvel for real. That's DC for real. I know I'm going against the grain on that one. I picked a DC dude. I ain't even pick a Marvel character, but yeah,
Hey,
probably
I still
Batman.
read Spawn comics, and that's neither one.
Right, exactly.
for me,
What were you gonna say?
For me, it's probably like that's my favorite. That's my favorite level 5 mutant ever. Magneto. That's my guy.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Another one of my favorites.
Say it again.
Phoenix.
Oh,
Phoenix.
okay.
Yeah, when Jean Grey flipped, man. Yeah.
Favorite shit for real.
Yeah, shit got serious when she flipped.
Megalo.
Yeah.
You know, and the recent X-Men comics been doing, the writing's been really good.
Yeah, I need to get back into it for real.
Yeah.
For real. But I always thought it was like X-Men, like how Stan Lee, he kind of said it was based off of like the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King with the like the civil rights movement was going on, like how he kind of based that whole storyline behind that. I thought that was kind of dope for real. So that X-Men was always one of the illest to me. But then once I found that out and correlated that in, I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay.
What's crazy?
It's a little deeper than what it looked like, for real.
Before I even knew that, I found out that shit in because
like Magneto was supposed to be the Malcolm X character, and Professor X was supposed to be the Martin Luther character, and where he was like trying to go a more peaceful route, and Magneto was like, nah, we can't, like, we mutants, we can't blend with these mortals, man. Like, it ain't meant to be. Like, he was the more radical, like, one. Like, he had a more radical approach. So, but they were really all both fighting for the same cause at the root of it, for real. Like, they both wanted the same thing, but yeah, they both had a different approach. Like, and yeah, the way he broke it down was like kind of crazy. It was kind of ill to me, for real.
When I found that out.
Yeah.
So, what's the series that you said you read recently? What's the name of that?
I can't, Raw Leaf.
I can't hear you. You breaking up a little bit, bro.
Hear me?
Kind of click.
There's a clicking going on now.
Charge your buds.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Probably my AirPods, yo, was probably about that.
Okay.
Why?
But what was I saying? Shit.
Yeah, you had asked something. You had it.
Oh yeah, I said what was the name of the series you was reading with the X-Men? Wiki.
No, it was actually an interview with Stan Lee that I was watching. Like, you can Google that shit. Like, yeah, it was a Stan Lee interview where he was actually talking about, you know, how he came up with the concepts for the different Marvel characters that he came up with. And
I think he's talking about what I was talking about.
Yeah, I knew that part. Smoke.
Okay.
I was saying, like, right before I even knew that, I was like, yo, they act like Martin and Malcolm. Like, that's the vibe I was getting away before I even knew that. I said, yo, they act like them leaders, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Wiki, I was just saying, what's the name of the series that you're reading right now? The most recent X-Men that you said it was dope. I wanted to check it out. So
it's a few of them. One of them was House of X, but almost all of it revolves around Krakoa Island, which is where all of the mutants are now. Yeah, living at. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love that shit, man.
Check that out.
I love comics, bro.
Man.
Yeah, that's dope. This question's for Raw Leaf. Tekken 8's dropping in 2024. Who's one of your favorite Tekken characters?
My favorite Tekken character is, well, it used to be, hold on. It used to be Jin. And that's when he changed the style up. I mean, I still rock with him, but one of my favorites now is Lei Wulong. You know what I mean? Because he be changing his style up all the time. So
yeah.
Like that. Kazuya. It's a dude. It's a dude that a lot of people don't use like that. I can't remember his name though. I forgot his name, but he was on Tekken 7. He was like one of those new characters. I can't remember his name. He like shoot an arrow or something. I can't remember his damn name. But yeah, I fought with him too though.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Yoshimitsu.
Oh, woo. Yeah, he got crazy moves, bro. Oh yeah, like when he treat his sword like a slingshot or like a whip. I'm like, damn, that shit dope. Yeah, I fucks with him too, though. He's dope. It's like I try to use everybody. Like I ain't gonna lie, I try to use every character because it's like I don't want to just stick to the same people. I like to try to learn everybody.
Yeah, because they all fight different. They all got their own styles.
Right. Oh yeah, another one, Feng Wei. Feng Wei might be my top.
Oh, okay.
Feng Wei might be my top. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching some of the recent gameplay footage. They've been putting out every here and there each week now.
Dope.
Yeah, I think the last one was King, and before that was Martial Law.
He looks serious.
Completely different too.
Like the way, I don't know, the way that they doing it, like the way that the muscles is flexing on there, like they stepping their game up, like how the characters look. Oh yeah, I can't wait till that shit come out. That's like what, next year?
Next year they say, yeah.
Waiting on that Street Fighter 6 though. That's coming in.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Can't wait.
So outside of music, what keeps the two of y'all motivated?
Man, outside of music, just life, man. I got my firstborn on the way, so yeah, that's really what's been the main thing pushing me right now. You know, just getting everything prepared for the big day. So yeah, that's pretty much been my main my main push. That's put the battery in my back for real. So yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I got two boys.
Nice. Facts. So yeah, man, that's pretty much been my main focus. Now that I got the project out, we got the project and we pushing it. Yeah, now I can kind of redirect my focus a little bit towards the family and really start to get things going. So yep.
For me, I would say like just watching movies, watching interviews, even watching what we doing right now. Like watching interviews all day. That inspires me. Listening to what people got to say. Reading. I mean, the last thing I'm currently reading that Dilettante book.
Yeah, I need to get with that. I heard some good reviews about that, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I gotta finish it. But yeah, that's definitely keeping me inspired. And watching movies for real. Watching movies and interviews, that definitely keep the ball rolling for me. And I just be jotting down shit throughout the day. Yep. And the production, like I just been getting production from like everywhere. So it's like,
yeah,
man, that keep me going. That keep me going.
Right.
Yeah, the thing I like, I don't want to give everything away, but what I do like about the Dilla Time book is how it started in breaking down the history of Detroit before it went into JD's family.
Right. Because it's like the way that it seemed like it was shaped, it's like musically inclined and how the city was built. Like, I'm like, yo, that's so ill to me.
Yeah, Detroit has a rich musical history, man. Like a very rich tapestry of history, like musical history. Like a lot of greats have come out of Detroit, man.
That's so dope.
So yeah,
You gonna enjoy it.
I already know I'm gonna love that one.
Not like for real, to be honest with you, I think you should get the audio book because I heard that's like more interactive.
Okay.
Like,
and I'll probably get both. I might end up just copying both of them. But yeah.
Yeah. I got the hardback, but I was all like, yo, I heard that. Yeah. The references, it'll help you get your references.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking I'm gonna get the audio too. Mm-hmm. I want to experience that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I got to try that. Yeah, I normally like to have, physical copy, but I'll definitely try an audio book for a book like that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I got mine right here too. So
there you go.
Oh man,
trying to finish that joint.
Tell us, before I ask what future work do you have, who are some people that you would like to work with?
I would like to work with Hus Kingpin.
Ooh. Just drop that tricky tape.
Yes, sir. That shit fire.
Mm.
Well, my favorite producer is The Alchemist. I want to work with him, of course. And I also want to work with DJ Quick, man. I want to work with him. I just think that he dope. And who else? There's another, and this might seem out of the left field, but I want to work with Raphael Sadiq.
Very talented right there. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
That's what I say. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Yeah, legendary.
Yeah, so yeah, that's like my top three. But yeah, as far as artists, yeah, Hus. Definitely I want to record with G-MILZ again, of course. Sean Lynx, for sure.
Mm.
Sean Lynx,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me so far. Yeah.
What about you, Holy Smokes?
Oh man. MC wise, probably. I don't know, man. I like to get it in with Benny, the Butcher. I rock with Benny. I like to do a joint with Ransom. Ransom, his pen is woo-wee. His pen kind of scary sometimes to me. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? And probably somebody like maybe like a Ito or Willie the Kid or somebody like one of them. Like I fucks with Willie the Kid. His style is like kind of off kilter a little bit to me, and I like that.
I love that. Yeah.
Love it, actually, right. And
I should have said him too. Yeah, Willie the Kid.
Willie the Kid and Ito, his rhyme is it just I can almost you can feel the pain in his voice. Like, yeah, that pain come through. Like it's real gritty, and yeah, you can feel the grit and the pain in his rhymes. And yeah, I like to be able to paint a backdrop to that. Like, so yeah, those are probably some of the ones I'd like to get it in with, you know.
Dope. And next question, if y'all don't mind mentioning, who are y'all working with right now?
Oh man.
Well, I've been working with Sovereign for the past few years. Sovereign from that be producer for West Side Gun. You know what I mean? She produced that Hell on Earth Part 2. If that, as a reference, I think she got the joint Fashion Rebels on Rome Streets joint too.
Mm-hmm. And I peeped that Reality Check joint.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Looking, brother.
Yeah.
Looking. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I've been working with another producer, G-MILZ.
Shout out to Grizz, man. Salute to Grizz. He another one.
Yeah, that's
good brother. Good brother too, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know the dude smokes, you know.
Oh man. Salute.
You know how we get down.
Absolutely. Every time.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Man. But yeah, that's it as far as who I've been working with so far.
Oh, and as far as me, I'm probably going to end up spinning the block with all of these guys. Like Jamil, me and Jamil probably going to get it in again. Me and Lynx, definitely. We already got plans we already mapping that out. And I'm definitely spinning the block again with my brothers. So you're going to see all three of those, part twos coming your way. And I'm definitely working on everybody. Been hitting me up for a beat tape, like an instrumental style beat tape. So I'm throw one of those together for the people. And just really just like just kind of trying to network and get some more placements and production out there with different folks. For real. Just pushing the production a little more, But yeah.
So, any possible music videos coming up?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
It's only right. Yeah, we got to do at least a visual or two for this MCF project. I just feel like some of the rhymes were just so visual. Like, it's only right we got to do a treatment for at least a couple of those. So
exactly. Yeah.
I definitely expect some of those to come out.
They could definitely coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. But the next project for sure is Black Diamonds and Pearls. That's me and Mills next joint.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And then then we're gonna run that part 2 back to Smokes. And we also got solo projects on the way too. So.
Yes,
sir.
Working.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man. Got physical copies almost sold out. That's got to be a great feeling when you got a project out.
Man. That's love, man. Salute to everybody who cop one, man. Salute to y'all, man. Like,
There you
go. Yep. It ain't too late. Right. There's still a handful.
Still a
left.
handful.
Yep.
Sure.
But yeah, it feels good that the fans, embraced it, and the copies flew off the shelf like they did,
Yes,
so it's definitely a good feeling, when they embrace what you put in, you put in that hard work. When it's well received, it feels good. So yeah, absolutely. Salute to everybody who jumped on it and tapped in with it.
Bro. And the love is it's genuine, bro. Like I'm been getting direct messages from people saying they fuck with it. So
right.
And it's like different people, like a dude from France hit me up
right.
Like he talking to me in his language in French. I gotta use the translator to talk back to him. So that shit love. That's a great feeling.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And also shout out radio shows like Static Selector Show Off Radio, Southern Vanguard Radio. You know, they playing the music.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And shout out to podcasts such as this one right here that we on right now, man. Like having underground, kind of coming up artists, artists on the come up on your platform and, giving them an outlet to really promote themselves and get themselves out there, man. Salute to you for, your platform and what you bringing. It does not go, it definitely doesn't go unnoticed, man.
Yeah.
It's well appreciated, much appreciated.
Thank you. I just put out a tweet this week, talking about there's other avenues in hip hop to continue to push the culture. We all have various talents. You can continue to use those other talents to keep hip hop culture going.
Facts.
Sure.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Raw Leaf, Holy Smokes. Shout out to G-MILZ.
Shout out to Mills.
G-MILZ.
Album, MCF, Mask Covered Faces.
Yes, sir.
Go check that out and go support.
On all streaming platforms.
Platforms as well. Yep.
And Razor's Wave, what is it? RazorsWave.bandcamp.com. Is that the one, Leaf?
Yeah. RazorsWavesRecords.bandcamp.com.
There we go.
There you go. I just put
Yes,
it
sir.
up in the comments, so it'll come up right now for everyone to go check that out.
Absolutely.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having us, Wiki. Appreciate
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. And the floor is yours. Give you shout outs and let everyone know where they can reach you.
Raw Leaf of the infamous Mask Cover Faces crew. I could be reached at RAWLEAF 217, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Baltimore. Yeah, I mean the gritty city.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? But yeah, love y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Salute. This Holy Smokes right here tapping in is at HXLYSMXKES on Instagram. That's probably where you want to tap in with me at. That's where all of the beats, the latest posts is going up. So yeah, tap in with me on the IG, man.
There you go. Baltimore repping.
Yes,
so much
sir.
talent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, as what you mentioned, future projects, more than welcome to come back on and speak on those as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, bro.
Definitely.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all. And on behalf of our HHDG Media crew, we're going to say peace.
Peace.